Here we are at the Alpha 4 holding point for runway 02 in Christchurch. Before we line up for takeoff, we need to complete the before takeoff checklist. To start with, disengage the gust lock. We then do a control check for the rudders, ailerons and elevator, checking for free movement, and then look up to the overhead panel to see both spoiler lights illuminate. Assuming ATC has given us a takeoff clearance, we can also turn on the landing lights and strobe lights. Down on the serve page, we'll check the transponder is set to on and then go to the ECL. Before takeoff checklist. Takeoff briefing performed. Gust lock off. Flight controls checked. Transponder TCAS checked. Airflow normal. Cabin crew advised. Engine bleed on. External lights on. And that's where we'll hold the checklist until we're lined up on the runway. Lateral flight director bar centered, rudder cam centered, before takeoff checklist complete. Click on the base of the yoke to hide it so it doesn't get in the way of our speed tape for the takeoff roll. Release the parking brake, apply toe brakes, advance power levers until you see notch at the top of the PFD. Release toe brakes and apply forward nose wheel pressure. We can see the green arm light for the ATPCS above the EWD, and both engines' torque has risen to 90%. In the sim, you're going to need to keep holding forward pressure on the yoke until about 100 knots, and when reaching V1, apply enough back pressure to raise the nose slowly to 15 degrees up above the horizon. V1, rotate. Positive climb, gear up. I'm ignoring the flight directors on purpose until the 001 leg to gut boost sequences. And engaging autopilot and yaw damper. We'll be above 400 feet AGL by now, so we can complete the climb procedure. Rotate the power manager to climb. Turn off the taxi lights. And confirm speed auto bug has increased to 170 knots. Passing the white bug, we can raise flaps to 0. And complete the after takeoff checklist as far as altimeters, which we'll leave on screen until reaching transition altitude. Now let's assume ATC has given us a requirement to maintain 3,500 feet until passing Gutbu due to overflying traffic. On the MCDU flight plan, right line select waypoint Gutbu and under vertical constraint type 3500B, then execute. The 3,500 below will show up on the ND map as well as next to our altimeter in magenta. Approaching 3,500 feet, we get VNAV out star. The aircraft will level off and maintain 3,500 until passing Gutbu. We need to take our power levers out of the notch to prevent an overspeed here. After passing Gutbu, the aircraft will return to VNAV IAS and continue climbing to 15,000 feet. We need to remember to put the power levers back in the notch again, or the airspeed will start decreasing, come too slow, and the aircraft will enter pitch hold to prevent a stall. Because we have no further altitude restrictions until the cruise, we can just select IAS mode from now on. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next episode when we reach top of climb.